What's up, ladies and gentlemen? My name's Scythe, and today we are going to be taking a first look at Lego World. Now, this game is absolutely amazing. I have only played a little bit of it, but I'm already very excited about it because it kind of came out of nowhere. I have not been paying attention to it at all. So, I don't know if I'm going to keep my old file where I ended up unlocking a couple things, but I'm going to try my best to kind of explain to how the game works. Right now, of course, it is still in a beta, and as far as I know, they're going to be adding multiplayer later, and if they do, this game is going to be right on my list for a game that I definitely need to play. Let's do First Look World, and also for the galactic coordinates, which is behind my webcam right now, unfortunately, so you can't see it, but it's just random, like, world generation. So right there we end up having a volcanic. Here we just have a plain old ocean, which sucks. You can also kind of see up here, it seems to show, I don't know what that is. Is that a world that we have saved, or is that the biomes that are generating? Either way, let's just go to the world right now and hop right in. The little bit of the frame. Oh my goodness, yes, that's right. We jumped from the skies. Ah, absolutely cool. And if you ever get stuck, my legs. If you ever end up getting stuck, that is actually how you get out. So let's actually see if we can take a peek. Skydive if stuck. Woo! You can land on the clouds too. It's so awesome. I love when clouds are physical. Oh my goodness, we don't seem to... I had the menu open. So, the way that this game works, normally you will start out with a different character. I already have this mummy unlocked just for the sake of the video, because I'm not sure how to delete my file or anything. But this game is absolutely awesome. It is just a plain old open world. It's about time a Lego game finally took the Voxel engine. So they actually have like biome generation and everything like that, and they kind of did their own thing with it, where the controls for the character are exactly the same as any other Lego game, just as you'd expect. You can wander around the world, and as you destroy stuff, so this tree, we already had it anyway, but you destroy stuff, you get money, and if it's the first time you've ever seen it or destroyed it, we will have unlocked that as a prop item. So we'll get into the building in a little bit, but as for right now, I just want to see. Okay, well, we'll have to get into the building right now so that we can even get into this pyramid. So, right now I'm using the controller, but it's a lot easier to use the mouse for most of this stuff, so I'm going to half use the mouse, half use the controller. You can go to your character customizer, and this, of course, lets you see and do anything that you have out of all your styles. So if we just do random right now, I just have an explorer, male and female, and the mummy, so we will just use that right now. You can, of course, just select the characters in general. No, I don't want to do that. I'm not exactly sure what the controls are with the mouse and keyboard, so it's a bit tricky. Then, of course, when you go to this one, which is the models themselves, these are all the things that you are unlocking. So you go to items, you can see like your swords and weapons and stuff. You go to characters, you can see all the characters that you have unlocked, that is to say that you've seen, and then you can buy them, and then you unlock them permanently so that you can just transform into them anytime. There are also creatures that you end up coming across. These are, of course, all rideable. There are vehicles, which I haven't seen them, only just these vehicles. I haven't actually seen any airplanes, or it seems based on that picture they have boats. They also have brick builds. Now, these are really, really cool. These, they seem to just give you right off the hop. So right now, let's actually build this castle right here. Let's see. So you see, you can just put it down right here. Bada bing, bada boom. You can see the meter on top of our character as they are building, and it's absolutely awesome because it builds it into the environment. It is not just on a flat platform. It brings the hill up into the build. So that is absolutely cool. I think especially if this game ends up going multiplayer, this could be fantastic, like seriously. Because now we ended up building this, and it's absolutely cool. Because if we ended up having it, I've only ever seen it in the trailer, but if we ended up having a rocket launcher, then we could actually play with other players and start blasting the environment apart. You know, you could do all sorts of crazy, wonderful things. Like, this is a game where truly your imagination is the limit. And I love the fact that the building mechanics are fantastic, where you can actually undo. Let's see if we can do that right now. You can actually rotate it clockwise, counterclockwise, and stuff. Let's undo that right now. Oh, it does it in chunks. Okay, so let's just redo all the way to the end. Also, it's really, really cool because even if you end up leaving this menu and then you end up going back to the build menu, you can still do the undo and redo and stuff like that. So that's actually really cool for the brick builds. It seems like they also have different chunks for it. You can also, there is sets. Sets are, of course, Like right now we have that little house that we can end up building, and you can interact with it. Now, a lot of things that are really cool about this game too is, for the sets anyway, it ended up spawning like a lawnmower and stuff like that. And then as soon as I rode them, they unlocked. So they seem to kind of half give you stuff. And then of course there's all the props, which of course is just trees and junk like that, which is very, very handy for building. And then there of course is, just the basic, like this is where it gets really complicated for, I guess, Lego nuts out there, where you can actually build, I don't really know this because I haven't messed with it that much, but you can build like per Lego brick. So that's actually really, really cool. One of my favorites though is I just like painting and moving the environment. So let's see if we can get ourselves, oh, come on. There we go, the dark blot. Let's see, where is the entrance to this castle here so we can try and give it a pathway. I want to just kind of show this off. Oh, it looks like I got the path on the wrong side. So that's not a problem, because we can exit that. Let's go to the steamrolling flatten the terrain. Now this one I actually really, really like, because this one will flatten the terrain based on where you're looking, and it will even flatten the building itself, so that's actually really useful. You can, of course, go in and do things a bit more precise than this. You can, like, make it all hills and stuff like that. But for the sake of this video, we're just going to go into it really quick, just so I can kind of show you all what's the D. And then, of course, when we end up doing this, see, now we can end up building a pathway that would go towards other builds and stuff like that. So absolutely awesome. That's as much as we're going to do for the building aspect of the game. But as far as the adventure, let's jump right into that. This is so cool, man. See, if we had a rocket launcher, we could blast our way out of here. So because of that, we're just gonna get out of here, because I don't really know how we can get out of there in the first place. Now, if you ever end up running into stuff like this, where the environment is giving you trouble, you can always just lower it yourself. But I just like flattening the terrain. I find it to just be one of the easiest ways of actually being able to get into building structures. Now, I've never been in a pyramid, so I don't know if this is going to actually have anything. No, it doesn't. Oh, does it? Oh, it does. Okay, cool. So lots of dungeons and stuff that you'll end up finding. Yeah, it looks like, come on, squeeze in there. Ah, jeez. Oh, we can climb on the ceiling too? Man, that's cool. But it seems like we're getting a little bit of trouble to try and generate this. But anyway, normally the short version is like, as you can see there are skeletons in there. Ah, there we go. Now it's doing it properly. We can also, oh my goodness. Let's float out of there, so that'll get us out of there. Woo! Floating down. There is treasure inside these dungeons and stuff. So the game does actually have a bit of exploration to it as well, which is really, really cool. I just absolutely love this game. Like, I think it can be fantastic if they end up pushing it in the right direction. Get out of there, you jerk! I want to open these chests. These chests, of course, give you very good loot. They give you a lot of money for the props and stuff. And then these ones are special ones that will end up giving you special equipment and stuff like that. So right there, we just got a pirate's sword on top of our other sword. I'm not exactly sure how to use the equipment. I've seen in some of the Steam reviews, some guy was saying that true to a Lego game, it tries to make it all very automatic, where it's like if there's an enemy too far away, you'll just end up pulling out your gun. As far as I know, you can equip specific equipment, but it's a bit tedious because you gotta like go into it and like you gotta like use it all separately and stuff. So it's like we would have to go into this weird menu, which is a bit, it works, but it's a bit too slow. Oh, I love this guy. I love this little goat. Aha! Tally-ho! So let's just go over into the next biome just so I can kind of show you all what's going on. As far as I know too, yeah, as soon as you get into the next biome, which it doesn't look like this one is one. See, we ended up hurting that guy. We didn't actually need to hurt him because he was a friendly. As soon as you see friendly NPCs, they automatically become unlocked as far as, well, I should say buyable rather than saying unlocked, because otherwise there's two types of unlocked, isn't there? So he becomes buyable, that's what I'll say. But for enemies and certain other NPCs, you will actually have to destroy them and destroy the environment in order to get them. See all those things that's check marking right now? Oh, we just got a king, cool. The camera is really wonky right now. It's trying to, of course, like highlight all the things properly and everything like that. Oh, wizard with a cape. We need a cape. I don't have a cape. Hello, you. Take this. Okay, he's a bad guy. There we go. He was like some weird pirate wizard or something. Either way, a fantastic game. That's pretty much all there is to actually explain about this game. because otherwise you're just wandering around and exploring and stuff. Come here, Jabrias. Yes. I could end up, if this first look is popular enough, I could end up doing a full series of this. But again, as it stands right now, this game is very, very bare bones. There is not that much to it right now, and it is only single player, but I still absolutely love it. I think the environment is just beautiful, you know, especially because it's a Lego game, man. Like, seriously, how cool is this? That they actually have, I gotta get a screenshot. How cool is it that they have a proper Lego game that is all voxel and stuff like that? Ooh, is this water or is this a field? Because if this is water, this is a very nice flat land. No, it's water. Or a field, I meant. So it's water. You can, of course, swim in the water as well, and all the mounts can swim in the water and everything like that. But really, really cool because you could end up just building, like, some really crazy stuff. And if there's anything that's in-game that you don't particularly like, you can just use the precision blocks to build anything yourself. Now, I don't know if the system is advanced enough that you can save, like, some of your builds, and then you could just copy and paste them or anything like that. I don't know. I think you can, because I do know that there is a selector tool. But as far as today's concerned, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to be it for this first look. So I hope that you found it helpful in your decision whether or not you want to actually purchase this game. My personal 2 cents is to say, wait until it has been developed a little bit, but definitely keep your eye on it because it seems absolutely awesome. Thank you all so much for watching. I would really appreciate if you would smack that like button, share, favorite, and subscribe to join Team Pixel. Sign on, stay epic, everybody.
Believe in yourself.